Stephen, thank you so much for letting us come back out to your home to see all the work that was completed and talk to you today about your experience with Elite Roofers. One of the things we wanted to ask you was, how did you hear about Elite Roofers?
Yeah, I heard about you guys through a referral. Having someone come to your home, I just didn't want to go straight to Google and see what Google says. People can manipulate those things. So I called my cousin, who's been in construction his whole life, family construction team, and he's like, "You got to meet my friend Jordan." He recommended you and looked you up, and Elite Roofers had crazy good reviews to back that up. And I called you, and 2 days later, you're knocking on my door here to just tell me everything you could do. So it meant a lot to me that the owner of the company showed up knocking on my door and helped me figure out what needed to be done with the problems I had with all the hail damage on my home.
And when we were dealing with that hail damage and getting your roof replaced, what were some of the things that impressed you the most?
Probably, believe it or not, was dealing with insurance companies and HOA. Like, I did not want to deal with that. I feel confident in my home, and the stress of handling something as painful as getting a new roof and then having to call insurance companies to get approval. You guys took care of all that for me, Jordan. It was so impressive that your team was just truly experts in handling that. The phone calls in, I think I had one email back of a denial on something. I just forwarded that to your team, and y'all took care of it, got everything approved, and even getting the HOA to let us do some of the things in our home that we thought would be not approved, like the gutters being black. You got that taken care of for me.
Thanks for pointing out how easy it was for us to handle the insurance and the HOA and everything else that's involved in getting these approvals on roof replacement, gutter replacement, painting your home. Beyond that, when it came time to scheduling the roof and the
Yes.
day of the replacement, how did that go?
I expected you to just disappear and who knows who to show up. But the connectivity to your internal team to communicate with me, what was ordered, follow-up, communication. There was an account manager that was just managing me every day, calling me, texting me, making sure I knew what was going on. You had one of your leaders here on property the entire time, managing the site, and I'm real stickler on execution and quality control in my home. So just checking in and the knocks on the door, hey, we're about to do this, letting you know what's happening. I want to point out a few problems here and there. They found problems and came up with solutions. There was some rot damage I didn't know about, was taken care of. Your overall experience with communication, follow up, follow through, and ensuring that I was aware and not just a bunch of subcontractors showing up to my house was very, very impressive.
Yeah, service is very important to us. It's at the core of what we do. Having a full-time service team as well as a job site supervisor you can ask
Yes.
questions to that make sure everything is installed to manufacturer specification. That's very important to us. And of course, the follow-up and follow-through to make sure that you're happy. All things considered, would you refer Elite Roofers?
100%, Jordan. I would refer you for more than just the execution and quality in my home. I would really refer you for the big reasons that are important that I think a lot of people may not think about. Well, you're having people come on your property and start doing work on your property, climbing up on top of your roof. You've got a 2-story house here, somebody falls and gets hurt. I was most concerned with all the people knocking on my door trying to sell me new roofs after all the hail damage we had here in Katy. Are you licensed? Are you insured? Right? And not only were you had all kinds of certifications and the quality control of your goods, your brands that you were using, everything checked every box for me that made me say, no doubt, I found the right guy and the right company at Elite Roofers to take care of my home safely and protect me from any sort of liabilities. And then the other factor is, a man, I want to drive into my driveway every day, come home and see my family and be proud of my home. And there's no doubt, my curb appeal changed overnight. The selections that you helped me get approved through my HOA for color choices on my home, the upgrades on the gutters, they're big now, so they're not getting clogged anymore. I didn't know they were supposed to not be clogged and overrun. So now they function and they look good. They just feel like they're icing on the cake. They're the smile on the beautiful face in my home now. When I pull in the driveway, my home just feels different because of Elite Roofers.
We do try to get your home back to elite condition.
You did it. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen.